Welcome to The Real, an analog horror series created by Anomaly. In this series, we explore the terrifying concept of the real, which is a dimension of reality that famous French psychiatrist Jacques Lacan believed forbidden and beyond our understanding. Today, we embark on investigations into a rare and puzzling phenomenon that challenge our understanding of the universe.
Jouissance.
Tape 7. Classified material for eternal use only for the Department of Anonymous Reality Investigation. Okay, investigating cases. For the chosen ones for the clinical trials, name AA, age 52, status divorced, occupation mechanic, city, Waco, Texas, medical history, diabetes, hypertension. Name GRA, age 55, status married, occupation housewife, city, Farmington, Utah, medical history, kidney disease. Dang. Name HD, age 41, status married, occupation veterinarian, Milwaukee, medical history, no illnesses. HF 38, single, occupation computer scientist, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, medical history, thyroid disorders. Name JR 50, single, occupation not specified, city, Charlotte, New Carolina, history, alcoholism. Damn. Name KR, age 28, single, not specified, city, Ocala, Florida, not specified, medical history. Name LD, age 31, single, occupation salesman, city, New Haven, diabetes. Dang. So these are all chosen for the clinical trials of the real. NW 28, single, occupation, student, cities, Sacramento, California, medical history, no illnesses. Name OA 28, married, occupation, teacher, city, Eugene, Oregon, medical history, smoking. Name RY, age 33, divorced, occupation, chef, Cabo Coral, Florida, medical history, GERD, G-E-R-D. Name ZT, 18, status, single, occupation, student, city, New York, medical history, no illnesses. Damn. Okay. Tape number 8. Laquette modes de la jouissance, la première modes, the 4 modes of jouissance. I'm sorry. The prime mover of the real. Okay.
Jacques Alain Miller, gendre et héritier intellectuel de Jacques Lacan, a repris les derniers enseignements du maître, les derniers contours de la théorie sur lesquels il travaillait avant sa mort, afin d'aborder la définition finale du réel, le concept le plus complexe de son travail psychanalytique. Définissant le réel comme quelque chose de différent du sensé, en outre, distinct du savoir, qui fonctionne selon un concept qui ne doit pas être compris comme une simple force, mais plutôt comme un concept divisé en 4 modes d'action, allant du discours au semblant de la réalité, la jouissance, ou la manière mode d'action.
The real enjoys the bodies of everyday life.
Allant du discours au semblant de la réalité, la jouissance, ou la manière dont le réel jouit des corps de la réalité.
That was the mannequin, the imaginary jouissance.
La jouissance imaginaire est comprise comme un obstacle à la perception de la réalité quotidienne, comme une barrière à l'élaboration symbolique des individus. Cette jouissance imaginaire s'intériorise dans le langage et altère la représentation linguistique du semblant. La signification de la jouissance implique une transposition des images en symboles. Les concepts des semblants quotidiens sont réécrits et la réalité prend des caractéristiques visibles.
Wait, the apple is seen with characteristics that are not proper to it and protects an image of itself that does not correspond to its nature.
Qui lui sont propres, même si elles ne font pas partie de sa nature originale.
See how the apple looks?
La jouissance impossible permet la signification de la jouissance. Ce paradigme implique un remplacement de la répression par la défense. Dans la disjonction du symbole originel avec le réel, une brèche effrayante s'ouvre dans l'expérience des individus, entraînant avec elle violence et destruction physique ou psychique.
What the hell? The fragmented
La jouissance fragmentée se fragmente dans l'objet propre de la pulsion psychique des individus, à la fois individuellement et collectivement. Cet objet est la présence d'un vide, d'un...
Wait, the impossible enters everyday reality through the perforated object of nonsense.
Qui permet, en tant que brèche, l'entrée dans la réalité quotidienne.
Tape number 9. It happened in Spokane, Washington State, 1990. Oh gosh. Security cameras in the wooded area is set up to protect the animals. Noticed one night that some nocturnal creatures had disappeared. Oh gosh. Suspicion fell on a couple of men who had been camping and having bonfires in protected areas of the park. Security personnel went out to patrol the area from hearing some strange noises resembling explosions and chilling screams. The records didn't find significant evidence, and there was no trace of the campers. Until the cameras captured some rabbits that were in delicate conditions, apparently injured. Upon re-exploring the park and the nearby areas of the city, the following was discovered through body cameras. Oh, nah. Who the hell is that? The mannequin found was returned to a nearby workshop that claimed it days later. However, the strange events didn't end there, as some inexplicable images were found on static cameras in the park. What the hell? Oh no, was that the rabbits? You see the rabbits, but that could have been the real. And then we see these again. That just looks crazy. The strange events didn't end there, as some inexplicable images were found on static cameras in the park. So what is that? That's nasty as hell, y'all. That is disgusting. Alright, next video, let's get deeper.
Clinical trial.
Tape number 10, I mean. The following commercial video was displayed for 6 months in 1956 on American television at random hours between 11 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. This could be yours. Be a successful man. You will be able to allow these luxuries. You will achieve a successful marriage. Join us for science. And $10,000 in cash. Send your application by postal mail to the other offices of the Department of Anomalies, Manhattan. We need you for the good of the nation. In its purpose to recruit individuals to track and study strange phenomena that mental health sciences were investigating outside public knowledge. 40 years later, the individuals who submitted their applications, as well as their children and grandchildren, became part of the clinical trial program. Oh, snap. To provide empirical evidence of the real and study the populace of Jacques Lacan, the Jacques Lacan Miller from positive science perspective. Alright, here we go. Clinical trials, y'all. I love clinical trials.
Dr. Alexander Samar presents to the scientific community of the Department of Anomalous Reality Investigation cases the clinical trial. 11 American citizens were chosen in 1991 to be directly exposed to certain objects that were captured due to their high probability of being corrupted by the real.
Oh, God.
For the safety of the department's personnel, the participants were isolated in heavily shielded rooms within the experimentation area. The objectives of the trial were as follows. First, to study the interaction of the objects with the human mind. Second, to study the physical implications of contact with the real. Third, to study the potential breaches that open up in the everyday world when the real is disturbed.
The following images were taken by surveillance cameras inside each of the containment cells. The images have lost quality due to the disturbances of the real. Subject AA, isolation cell. So that was subject AA, remember? He was ordered to stand for 3 hours next to a mannequin. For 3 hours? Nothing happened to him. Subject GRA, isolation cell 2. Where's that, like a dove? She was ordered to sit for 6 hours in front of a porcelain statue of a goose. Nothing happened to her. Okay. Subject HD, isolation cell 3. She was ordered to sit for 5 hours in front of the mannequin. After 4 hours, the mannequin started taking her form. That is disturbing. She was ordered to sit in front of the mannequin for 5 hours, and after 4 hours, the mannequin was already taking her form, and the woman began to fade away. Damn! Subject HF, overwhelmed by panic, attempted to escape from isolation cell 4. He started screaming in excruciating pain in his back. After an hour, he eventually melted into a black substance. Subject JR in isolation cell 5 was ordered to brush his teeth with a shard complex. She was instructed to show the state of his teeth every 5 minutes. Eventually, she was unable to stand up again. Her face started being eroded by the toothpaste. Subject KR, isolation cell 6. Look what you signed up for, y'all. He was ordered to sit next to a mannequin for 6 hours. Nothing happened to him. The mannequin simply adopted a similar posture. Subject LD in isolation cell 7, as soon as he sat down, transformed into a statue. He turned into a statue. NW isolation cell 8. He was ordered to sit for 3 hours in front of a porcelain statue of a goose. Nothing happened to him. Subject always, isolation cell 9. She was ordered to sit in front of a wooden cube and interact with it for an indefinite period of time. She claimed that worms started coming out of the cube and filling the room. But the images did not show anything as she described. Subject RY, isolation cell 10. He was ordered to sit on the floor and place a bag over his head for 2 hours. Oh, hell no. That's like some Hellraiser type vibe. The man only reported dizziness and a slight headache. Subject ZT, isolation cell 11. He was also ordered to sit on the floor and place a bag over his head, but for 5 hours. He did not survive. The cause of death appeared to be a cardiopulmonary arrest. In the cells 3, 4, 5, and 8 and 10, 2 hours after the test, the following individuals or entities appeared on camera, whose identities could not be determined. Their nature is unknown, but they were likely an effect of the Rio. Okay, show us. Oh gosh. So the mannequins started slowly turning into them. Her faces died. Okay, this one just turned to her altogether. Oh gosh, nah, hell no.
After the test, the survivors were taken to the annihilation chamber, where they were exposed to the strangest object of the real ever studied, the chamber itself.
Good gosh. Yo, this is dark, but I can't stop watching. So they pretty much sat next to the mannequins, and over some didn't change, and then for some that did change, they ended up dying. And one by one, they just started flopping. But the survivors, they put them into a whole different trial, y'all.
Rupo Creature.
I watched these with y'all because I couldn't watch this by myself, just being honest. Okay, 1994, okay. Ooh, Waco, Plano, Lubbock. Okay, it's in Texas. Okay, I live right here, Port Arthur, Texas. That's a little bit too close to home, y'all. Oh no. No, oh no, oh no. The Rupo Creature, 1995. Oh snap.
The head of the Department of Anomalous Reality Investigation Cases, Dr. Alexander Simard, presents a new reality anomaly that could potentially constitute another instance of the real. This study commenced with isolated reports in the state of Texas from child psychologists, who, as is customary, find themselves dealing with cases of night terrors, phobias, school adaptation, among others. In the realm of psychology, imaginary friends are regarded as a wholly normal phase in the development of a child's psyche. In fact, it is even beneficial for fostering creativity that children invent beings in their imagination.
Yeah.
The descriptions and drawings they create of these unreal entities are
Like, where do they
sometimes
come
vague,
from?
but at other times, exceedingly realistic.
You ever did that? Like a kid just drawing something and they're like, it's my friend. How? Ainsley Prescott, age 35, provides insight into the behavior of her 6-year-old daughter, Delphine, and shares one of the drawings Delphine made. She's always running around in the yard. She says her imaginary friend, Samui, is as tall as she is and that she loves the teddy bears. Ainsley explains. Sometimes I catch her talking to herself in the backyard, near a large dollhouse we gifted her. She mentions that she always has something to talk about with Samui. The psychologist assured me there's nothing wrong with it, that she'll outgrow it with time. Did anybody else have imaginary friends? Including our drawings by Delphine featuring her imaginary friend Samui. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay. To the left, Samui. To the right, Delphine. Okay, so left is the imaginary friend and right is the girl, Delphine.
Throughout the year 1994, numerous psychologists, neurologists, and psychiatrists across Texas began to receive a significant influx of patients, all of whom were children, reporting incidents of uncontrollable crying at night, stories of monsters seemingly attacking them in their sleep, sleep paralysis, as well as bizarre descriptions of some of their imaginary friends. Initially, these cases didn't cause much alarm until they started dramatically multiplying throughout the entire state, exhibiting certain commonalities that, according to the scientific perspective, were entirely inexplicable. Between February and November of 1994, only 15 cases with similar or identical characteristics regarding the description of a particular imaginary friend had been recorded. However, it was only between December 1994 and January 1995 that the number surged to 439.
That's crazy, y'all. Within a few months, they already quadrupled. Descriptions of the imaginary friend. SE, 7 years old. It's really big, kind of dark, and it looks out the window every night. Dad says it's just the trash bags. So remember, in the real, when somebody looks at something, it could be completely different to what somebody else sees. So I'm guessing the dad sees trash bags, but in reality, it's something else. KR is 6 years old. Mom and dad never sees it. It scares me a lot when they take out the garbage. Okay, again with the trash bags. HT, 8 years old. I saw it last night and the night last week. I think it wants to tell me something because it always peeks through the window. Alright, 7 years old. It has big red eyes. Sometimes my room turns red. The light is different.
The descriptions from the 439 children during the 2 months of sudden increase had the following commonalities: a tall, dark-colored entity, texture resembling a garbage bag,
That's
bright
crazy.
red eyes, lacking hands, emitting a terrifying and highly unusual noise, desperately attempting to enter through windows. None of the parents had seen it. Appears to be named Rupo.
So everybody's been seeing the
Some
same
parents
entity?
took photographs of what the children were pointing to on certain nights as the presence of Rupo.
I don't want to see.
However, these turned out to be nothing more than garbage bags in the backyards of the houses.
All these kids have the same imaginary friend, Rupo. The examinations from the Fort
In April
Worth
1995,
Neuroimaging
the Fort
Center.
Worth Neuroimaging Center made the decision to select a group of children for examination using the modern functional magnetic resonance imaging procedure, along with magnetoencephalography and single photon emission computed tomography.
Dang!
The findings resulting from the medical analyses conducted on the children presented an alarming and enigmatic panorama, challenging any conventional explanation. A disconcerting pattern emerged, appearing to impact the occipital lobe and adjacent brain regions, leading to a notably heightened general cerebral activity, surpassing even the levels associated with epileptic episodes. Moreover, anomalies in the form of pointed structures localized within the cranial cavity were identified. Of particular significance is the fact that, in a surprising turn of events, All the children involved in the study maintained a state of vitality.
Oh gosh.
This phenomenon posed an unparalleled enigma within medical practice, as the results seemed to suggest conditions that significantly defied known parameters of life sustenance. These observations challenged the very foundations of organic viability and presented a formidable hurdle to contemporary scientific comprehension.
What the hell? The hallucinative brain activity when Rupos remember is dangerously higher than a normal state of activity. So pretty much just them normally, and then when you mention Rupo, so all these kids ended up getting tumors and stuff? What the hell? What if it's a fun guy that goes into their head? Capturing Rupo, oh my
Following
gosh.
the results of these examinations, the Department of Anomalous Reality Investigation Cases took action and placed 3 houses in San Antonio, 2 in Fort Worth, and 5 in Houston under strict control.
Damn.
Various investigative groups stayed in each of these houses for a month, hoping to find analog or digital evidence and means to capture any record of this entity. On several occasions, the presence of the children was requested during the initiation of recordings from the window.
Various scenarios were experimented with, involving both video and audio with the presence of people or the house empty. It can't be, I said, like, it's not a coincidence that they all see the same friend, you know? So maybe it could be a parasite or the entity, who knows? So they're just waiting to see if they can get anything on camera or in audio.
The outcomes were nothing short of astonishing.
Yo, these photographs were taken between August and September of 1995. Despite the climatic conditions of the area, when a camera was pointed outside, the temperature dropped drastically. Oh man. Yo, it looks like a trash bag. Additionally, a large amount of new droplets fogged both the windows and the camera lens inside the house.
Despite photographic documentation, capturing the creature proved impossible. In fact, it was only visible through cameras, unlike the children who saw it with their own eyes.
Maybe because they're young?
A highly significant piece of evidence for the investigation was the acquisition of an astounding phonographic recording of the noise emitted by Rupo.
Oh no. Here we go, guys. The following recording was made in the house in San Antonio, September 5th, 1995. Put the volumes up. It's like you can hear the rustling of the trash bags as he's walking. Oh hell no!
This noise was confirmed by the children after hearing it from the computer. After the photographic and phonographic records, the Rupo creature was not seen again.
The spectral analysis of the audio was studied by engineers, and they determined that the tape effectively recorded a sound coming from outside the house.
And the minors who exhibited cerebral alterations were permanently placed under medical supervision of the department led by Dr. Alexander Simard, awaiting their evolution.
Oh, no. That's it? That was The Real by Anomaly. We were able to react to Rupo Creature, the clinical trial, and the Jouissance. We learned that it's getting worse. It's spreading now. Now it's like we thought that the mannequin was the worst entity. Now there's another one who we call the Rupo Creature, and it's getting the kids. And it seems like the kids, when the kids see it, it erupts something in their brain, causing them to have a tumor. So could it be that maybe the entity actually exists, or maybe it's something that they take and it goes into their brain because they all see it? And it's all in Texas, near me. Whoa! But I still need more. I need more lore. Hopefully Anomaly drops more of this. If you guys want to check it out from the very beginning, I do have that on YouTube already, in case you guys want to check it out. Or you can check it out on Anomaly. I hope you guys enjoy that. Beautiful, beautiful, and very creepy and disturbing. I love y'all.